Okay, so I'm gonna start this video with something new, right? And I'm gonna post this, obviously, but I wanted to make this like something personal for myself because I've always constantly told myself, literally, like for the past couple months, that like I may not know what I'm doing, but I want to just make it like a personal message to my future self, at least to my future self. Even if anyone else is watching this and they use this for their own gain, bro, you know what you're doing. It's not like you're sitting here wasting your time. You have like 3 years. Some people may have like one or two, but for those who have like 2+ years under their belt for trading, you've experienced almost a full 4 quarters. No, 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 4 years. So like different fluctuations of price for each year. So it's like, let me see. If I'm 12 different quarters of price action, 3 years, right? 12 different quarters. Come on now. 12. What's 3 times 4? 12, right? Okay. So you've experienced 12 different quarters of price action. This is for any. This is like this is for me. But again, like if any person who has dealt with literally like trading for more than 2 years, 3 years, like you've experienced damn near more than me. If you have more than 3 years, but when you know price, the way that you know price, it's easier if you just simplify what you take your trades on. Like today, like I even right now, I want to go over the trade that I was trying to take, and the trade that I was trying to take, it it went my way. The trade played out. Everything went the way it was supposed to go to. It hit all draws of liquidity that I wanted to see. And keep in mind, overall, I'm bearish. I was bearish on the week, but this was a bullish trade because price showed me exactly what I wanted to see. Like exactly what I would have seen. And like I started telling myself like don't take a trade unless it's screaming at you. And this trade was screaming at me once I seen it. So I'm in the replay right now, as you can see. But when you come into price, right? Coming into the market, when you look at price, new day open. So you see how true day open is up here, right? I'm gonna take off key levels. You still see the red line. That's true day open. When you trade below true day open, you want to look for longs. When you're above it, you want to look for shorts. One of my boys taught me that, and this is just because every time that you trade, bro, you're gonna figure out something new. Nothing's ever gonna be solidified on what you learn for trading. So once I would learn that whole segment for True Day Open and how to trade, I used it. I overused that method so many times. So I saw that we were bearish, but we had a market structure shift, and this is the 5 minute. So when you notice a market structure shift on the 5 minute correlates with the 15, 15 correlates with the hour, 4 hour, so on and so forth, right? But price created a market structure shift. So after I seen the market structure shift, I waited for a pullback, drew out my fib. After I drew out my fib, you see that we hit the 7-9. Now, normally I always want to take a trade off of the 5 minute, but I'm thinking now that I should have taken it off the three, just because when you like okay, let's say I'll take it how I normally did, right? So you enter in here, and I was trying to go in for two cons today. So if I go in for two cons, and then my stop loss being what only probably 50 ticks. I want to catch 200 ticks real quick. That's literally right back at this high, but I normally want to take it up to the zero. And this is all just because of like I changed how I trade overnight because of the fact that I was bombarding my charts with too much, too many fair value gaps. I just need the fair value gap that makes the most sense, and by most sense I mean the fair value gap that's in either extreme discount or just in discount. That is something that I learned. Once you find that one fair value gap, it doesn't matter. I would say for higher time frame fair value gaps, the ones that really matter are a 15 minute and an hourly. The 4 hour too as well, but like if you're just going into the day, all you really look for is previous day, mark out previous day high, previous day low, find that range. If price starts rebalancing, if price starts rebalancing, my bad. If price starts rebalancing, that's when you really look for that retracement point. The 7-9 is extreme discounts. 6-2 is like I want to say like 95% of where price would go to. And this is just off of like back testing only about like 80 to 100 trades. And I have files of constant of like hella trades back to back to back to back, multiple trades. But that's what I learned over like the past 3 years. That doesn't matter though. So back to how I would take this, how I should have taken this trade today, and it's like a shoulda, coulda, woulda. Even though that like it's still like irks me a little bit. So I'm not gonna put a stop loss because I did get taken out today. So I entered it in right, and I got stopped out. So even though I got stopped out, some people use points. So points is when you see right here. This is points. These are ticks. I'm averaging like 50 ticks per trade. I always want to use $500 because like I feel like using $500 is better than trying to use points and I'm using a random amount of numbers just because I don't know. I'm like an even Steven ass person. I won't lie, but I've seen people just use the fib 7-9 to that one. Some people can bring it back to the one. You feel me? It gives you that good, better. It gives you more of a range because price may either sweep out and take you out, or it may just slightly pull back a little deeper. I don't really care personally because for me, I only like to use 50 ticks. 50 ticks is just like that calm threshold for me. I don't mind losing $500. Anything more than 500, I crash out. So entered in, right? Drop on the 3 minute, right? So you see on the three, no, actually it's the one. So you look on the 1 minute, you see how price pulled down, and then we like this is the part that got me a little messed up because we pulled down into this exact fair value gap on the 5 minute, but this next candle literally it was like if any person took it off of this trade, it was like the market was literally trying to aim for me. That's what it feels like. That's what any person would say if price takes them out and the trade setup looks solid. The market's out to get them. There, it's really not. It's probably just some extra BS. But you see, price starts rejecting. We keep going. This exact high, I would go break even. So even right now, as you look at it, right? I just took that trade, took off one, right? That's 1,200, right? So far, P and L doesn't really matter, but this, I'm just saying, I'm just giving you like a heads up on what price is, right? So now I'm still in the 5 minute. I'm looking at if I look on the higher time frame, I'm not gonna zoom out because I'm not gonna go to a higher time frame either because when I go to a higher time frame, price is just gonna go in the way that it went. Like I already know that market went up and this is the trade, but London highs is normally what I want to target, but we're at midnight open and midnight open is right here. London highs is right here. If I say London highs above midnight open, I'm normally gonna target midnight open first just because sometimes price will pull to midnight open and then go in the opposing direction. But there's so many things in this exact area right here that shows like right about here, really and truly. That shows we want higher prices. We have London high, we have the 6-2, we have the 7-9, and then we have a 15-minute rejection block. Does price get up here? Yes, but did I know at that current point in time? No, because price had tapped at this. Hold on, let me. Price had tapped this 5 minute rejection block in the overnight session. That's what caused us this downtrend like this. Because we pulled back up after price. So price rebalanced here, created a rejection block, and we tapped that exact point in price. We swept out a high, and then we had a rejection block, tapped right into the rejection block, and kept going. But you see that we have the SMT divergence rebalance after the market structure shift, 7-9, keep going, break even. Okay, so now right back to where we are, right? Now we're just gonna keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then my SMT, not my SMT, my TP, oh my gosh, would have been midnight open. That's where I would have had it, but price keeps rallying. Hold on. Okay, price took me out. It is what it is. But now you see we keep going. keep going, keep going, keep going. And eventually we tap that 15-minute rejection block up here. I can't guarantee and say that price didn't go at least try and rebalance back up here, back down just a little bit, but as like you could literally see it, and like like I'm speaking to you as if I was speak to any person in my Discord right now, right? London High, that's all I wanted to see, like either midnight open, London High. Don't even trip about this block, that right there. But literally rebalance, like it's all everything lined up so perfectly. You saw the market structure shift. Okay, you see an SMT. All right, so now if I have a bullish SMT, so I know price wants to go this way. We have a market structure shift showing on the 5 minute that allows me to know that price wants to start going in the opposing direction. We rebalance price back to a 7.9. That's extreme discount. Then enter in and keep going. You have a swing high right here. That could be TP1. Midnight open TP2. London high TP3. And then the 7.9 of a higher time frame rebalance could have been your last TP. I've been having red days for way too long. And this is a trade today. If I go over every trade that I wanted to take during this whole entire session, it like got more and more annoying when I kept trying to take the trade off of either a rebalance because it was like, yo, I'm taking this trade and I know this trade was gonna go in my direction. It was screaming at me. SMT, market structure shift, rebalance to 7.9, tapped into a 5 minute fair value gap, which was also aligned with the 7.9, and then TP final TPs at London High or Midnight Open. That right there was just enough to let me know, like, damn, like this trade is gonna work, and it didn't go in my way. Well, it went my way, but like the trade took me out, and I want to say that's because I'm either getting too scared when I get into a trade, or my stop losses are too tight. 50 ticks is not that bad. That's only risking 250. Well, if I risk 300, that's different, but like still. There's no reason for me to want to sit here and want to risk over risk any type of trade and then take more out of my either win rate or my trade will take me out and I'll lose more money. So that's why I use one contract or two contracts depending on how the trade looked. This trade right here that I had taken looks flawless. So that's why I took it with two contracts expecting to actually stay in the trade for this whole rally to the upside. Do I want to continue watching this trade play out the rest of the day? No, I didn't. But it's only 11:12 right now, and I'm like, bro, price went in my direction. I could have saved my eval, passed my eval, and kept it going. But I kept getting anxious, and I kept getting like FOMO, and I just started regret trading. And keep it a stack, I blew my account, and that's only for me to blame. That's the honest truth. That's only for me to blame, and I don't know how many times I'm gonna have to deal with something like that, but I feel like now moving forward, once I notice how confident I can be in a trade, I'm gonna take it. Like there's nothing that should stop me from doing that, and that's just like on a personal level, because I feel like after a certain point in trading, once you reach that like 3 year mark, or like after 2 years, it's like something should click. Something should click. Like something has to click, and like when people say like trading is not this, like you don't have to put trading to a higher standard than it is. It's either gonna go up or down, and it's just only it's up to you to figure out if price is gonna rebalance back to a certain point, or if price is going to continue going. Obviously, you have to look at the news. Obviously, you have to do some type of studying, but like when you've done it for like as long as I have, and trust me, people have done trading for like 20 plus years, and it took me a while to realize that like there's really people out here who have been trading for longer than I've been alive, and I shouldn't be tripping about it. And that's why like I wanted to at least make this to explain to my future self that like as much as you feel like trading gets harder and harder every day, you just have to follow your plan and follow your rules. It's not that hard to really sit there and stay consistent with what you know. Like that's kind of what it is. Like once you know to yourself, okay, this is my plan. This is what I want to do, and like this is what has to happen in order for me to actually take a trade. It's only up to like your it's like it's more psychology based now that I think about it, and I want to put that out there. Like once you write down your plan and you reread it multiple times, it's so easy to follow it. That's what at least people say. From a personal standpoint, it gets harder and harder because there's always going to come some point in time where life hits you like a truck, or like you make that great like that grand decision like, no, I'm not going to work no more, or no, I'm not going to want to listen to everybody who's like doubting me, or like I'm gonna keep trading like this because, or like not even trading, or like I'm gonna keep pursuing what I like because this is what I love, and like there's always gonna come something in life that's gonna set you back, and it's only up to you to really keep it pushing, because like you you can tell yourself constantly like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make it work, I'm gonna make it work, I'm gonna make it work, but there's like will how many days, how many weeks, how many months am I gonna keep letting go by and I don't follow the rule? Like that's why it's like eventually you have to reach that point where it's like, fuck it, bro, I have to follow this. Like I have to follow this. And that's just something for me at least. Because if you know that you can pass accounts, you can make a change, not make money, not make money, but make a change. That's something I wanted to start changing my mindset on. I don't care for money. I want to see a change in my lifestyle just because of the fact that if you change this one minor thing about yourself, it'll be so easy to just stand by what you know, what you've seen, what plays out, and continue replaying that same method in your head. So, nonetheless, to my future self, trading is only going to get easier. It's only October 23rd right now. So, trading is bound to get easier. And there's no way you're going to be able to sit here and tell yourself that you're going to quit. You've done 3 years already. So, what's the worst that can happen? If you've already gone through 3 years of ups and downs, 3 years of people constantly telling you to quit, 3 years of major, if not minor, two major setbacks. What is one extra day? What is one extra eval? What is one extra like time to tell yourself I'm gonna do this? Like, there's nothing that should stop you after doing this, bro. And like moving forward, I know to myself I'm gonna stay consistent with the best I like with the best method that I know, which is this. And I'm gonna try and change my mindset a little bit more. And like there's a whiteboard behind me, which I might clear off today, just so I can like refresh my mind, keep my mind sane, and just keep pushing for tomorrow. Like I don't know, man, because I know tomorrow's Friday, so I'm gonna try and get a new eval and fresh, start fresh. Like that's the best I got. Like I'm gonna give myself one good week, pass it, and I know it. I'm gonna speak into existence. I'm gonna pass my eval. I'm gonna take only A+ setups that I know, and either not October's almost over, so coming into November, I'm only gonna want to trade. I'm only gonna want to take like what, like 2, 3 trades a week. So what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12? 12 trades a month, damn near. So 12 trades a month. I'm gonna try and push for 10. And I wanna put this video out there so I can hold myself accountable because I want to take a screenshot at the end of November and say this is how many trades I've taken. But yeah, I wanna tell my future self like it's only gonna get easier. You've done too much back testing and you've done so much for yourself, so it's like there's no way you're gonna allow just a minor setback to bring you back way back to where you were from when you first started. Cause it's not like I'm not passing eval. You know what? I have, and it's like because of that, that's what fuels me to want to get better every day. Because like I've done it not once but twice, if not, no, yeah, only twice. So it's like I'm just gonna get there. I'm gonna get there again, and all I have to do is just follow my rules. things happen, life happens, but bro, I'm gonna pass it. Just watch, mark my words.